I was in the Navy for 22 years.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I obtained the rank of an 06, which is a senior officer, a captain. My dad taught me to fish like you. When I was 4 years old, I was out fishing with him all the time. It's my passion. So I knew, like 5 years before retirement, that I was going to come home and open up a charter fishing business.
Tell me about your fishing boat business. What do you do?
I take people out on charters. We have a manifest list who lists all
That's
of our
the real
passengers.
deal there.
There you go. That's it.
And that's what you do? You go out and troll for the big fish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know
Okay.
where all the sweet spots are.
So tell me what happened.
So we were winding down. I was actually in a really, really great mood because I had just caught the biggest fish. So I was actually really excited. I had a bunch of adrenaline. We were getting ready to dock. My buddy Carlos was actually on the dock because he stayed back. He was a little bit hungover from the night before because
Yeah, fishing and drinking are like kissing cousins.
yeah, she screamed out, "Welcome home." I assumed that was what we were. At that point, we were done. We stopped. There was only like an 18-inch gap, and I'm pretty athletic. I figured I can clear that, no problem. As I get ready to jump, she violently throws the boat in reverse, causing me to lose my footing. At that point, I smashed into the pylon on the dock, and at that point, I was underwater. I was afraid for my life because I felt weak. I could feel the air leaving my body. And the crazy thing was, she actually continued to put the boat in reverse. It wasn't until, she heard the screams of my wife screaming, the other patrons on the boat were actually distraught, that I actually, I had to pull myself out of the water in pain.
Now, Mr. Orlando, you submitted to this court an animation. I want you to go to the plasma screen and take me through this so I know exactly how this happened. Okay, this is how the dock is configured that day?
Correct.
All right, now take me through this.
So basically, this is the dock, and my buddy Carlos was about in this area. I'm sorry, Judge. And this is the pylon that I hit right here.
Okay.
So as she was pulling in, like I said, we were all winding down, getting ready to get off the boat. She yelled, "Welcome home," at this point, to which I jumped, and then she violently threw the boat in reverse. At this point, that's when I hit the pylon.
So what happened first, the jump or the boat going in reverse?
It was kind of simultaneous because the moment I got ready to jump, that's the reason why I smacked into this pylon, because I lost my footing.
Mr. Orlando, you can return to the podium.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Martin, do you remember this day?
Yes, sir.
What happened out there?
I did have to come around those two boats and put it into that slip, which I was trying to do.
Had you done that before, put your boat in that slip?
Oh, sir, many, many, many times. I was backing up the boat, and I heard one of my crew members yell, "Man overboard." I faced the bow of the boat, so I knew that no one fell off the front, and so I did not see what happened. So immediately, I turned off my engines. I turned it over to my first mate. I ran down the steps, ran to the back of the boat, and Mr. Orlando was pulling himself up onto the dock at that time.
Did you realize at that point whether or not he had been injured?
I went directly over the dock, and I asked him, I said, "Are you okay? Let's call the EMTs."
She was not considerate at all,
Oh,
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
No, she wasn't.
You were
Well, what do you remember?
husband,
You didn't
my
Talk to me, lady.
husband,
Talk to me.
She doesn't understand how traumatic this was. I had to stay on this boat and watch my husband almost drown.